Joining us now is Professor Joseph Allen from Harvard's Chan School of Public Health. His team wrote a playbook on how to safely open schools. Professor, thank you so much. In our Back to School series, we have talked to teachers, bus drivers, custodians, all concerned about safety. How do we get our children back in the classroom?
Yeah, so thanks for having me on. And I understand that anxiety. I'm a parent of 3 kids myself, so I understand this is really difficult. It can't be schools as usual this fall. We can only go back when community spread is under control and when aggressive risk reduction strategies are in place within the 4 walls of the school.
So let's talk about then those ways to mitigate risk. Number 1, should mask wearing be mandatory for everybody in the school?
Without a question, even masks that are imperfect. Let's say it's 50% efficiency. Well, it goes through my mask first, and then it goes through your mask. 50 and 50, that'll give you a 75% reduction. Not quite an N95, but pretty good. All of these other strategies matter, but the one that drives down risk the most is universal mask wearing.
One of the things you focused on is healthy buildings. What can schools do to make sure the building is healthy?
With healthy building strategies, we simply mean do the things that are necessary to reduce the risk of airborne transmission. One, you bring in more outdoor air to dilute what's in the classroom. That's obvious and intuitive. The other is you want to clean the air through filters.
But you're talking about these intricate air filtration systems, ultraviolet lights. Can schools afford that?
Well, I think there's a little bit of a misnomer that these healthy building strategies have to be expensive. Even as simple as opening up the window and doors to create a cross flow and let some of that air in. Any air that's recirculated has to go through a high efficiency filter. It's really that simple.
One of our viewers texted us this question. Lori from New York City asked, what should we look for as a warning sign that our school isn't prepared to open?
Yeah, well, you should be getting communication from your school right now about what strategies are in place. My Harvard Healthy Buildings team put out guidance for parents and teachers, 20 questions every parent should ask before you send your kids back to school. You'll see the obvious things. Hopefully everyone's wearing a mask. They must be wearing a mask. You'll see the cleaning. The thing that's harder to evaluate is something like ventilation and air cleaning, right? It's invisible. So what's going to be key here is that the schools are going to have to communicate effectively what strategies are in place. And if they're not communicating it, well, it's on us as parents to ask those hard questions and get answers to them.
Professor Joseph Allen, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.